Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button as you come on in. Random live stream, man. Random live stream. I just kind of wanted to talk boxing this evening. Seeing a few things that kind of made me feel a certain type of way a little bit, but just wanted to talk boxing more or less, right? Sometimes I just don't know what to title these videos. So what better way to title a video than to title it with the GOAT, Terence Bud Crawford. But salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button as you come on in. Yeah, man. Seen a lot of things today, right? Seen a lot of things today. Terrence Bud Crawford. Everybody's still talking about Bud Crawford and his spectacular performance against Canelo Alvarez. But of course, amongst other things that happened in boxing, Adrien Broner, oh man, made a fool of himself. Got another clip that, in regards to that situation with AB, it's just unfortunate. Of course, we go talk about Stevenson and Lopez, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, and amongst other things. Hit that like button as you come on in. I know it's a random live stream, but be on the lookout for these kind of random live streams. Hey, they saying Bud robbed Canelo. Ah, bro, I seen something today. Dude said, right? Mind you, he wasn't a Latino guy. Dude said, I did a post, Crawford, the GOAT, but what does he stack all time, right? Similar to the one I did in the community tab, I did it on Facebook. One of my friends from Africa came on there and said, man, I'll DDT his ass if I was in person. I'll kick him in the stomach like Stone Cold, and I won't even do the stunner. I'll just DDT him like Sting, right? Or the even flow Raven or some shit. I'll do the even flow on his ass. But he said that Crawford ain't fought nobody but Spence and Canelo. He said that Crawford ain't fought nobody. Was that Spence or Canelo? I wanted to brain bust DDT his ass. Oh my goodness, bro. Usually stuff on the internet don't piss me off. Like, but that kind of made me mad. And that was from one of my guys too, from Africa. And he had the audacity to come on the post and say Crawford still ain't did nothing. Right? And of course, we got a bunch of people saying that Bud needs to fight Benavidez now. Right? They moved the goalpost to where Crawford has to fight the Mexican monster David Benavidez. I mean, come on, man. First, y'all said he couldn't beat Canelo and that he didn't stand a chance, right? He was too small and all this insanity, right? But over here on this side of the internet, in this dojo in Bushido Boxing, we've been telling everybody what was really gonna happen. Now, mind you, a lot of the guys that's Canelo fans, they still haven't showed up. They just still haven't showed up. They just can't believe it, right? We tried to tell them, but they didn't want to believe it, right? They just didn't want to believe that this dude from Omaha, Nebraska can go up there and beat the cash cow in the sport in a fair one, right? A fair one. They couldn't believe it. I heard Ricky Hatton passed away. They say that he died in his sleep from like a heart attack or something like that. Rest in peace to the great Ricky Hatton. Very, very unfortunate and really, really out of nowhere, man. That was totally out of nowhere. And he was only 46 years old. You know what I'm saying? He looked a lot older than that. He looked older than I do. I'm younger than him, but he looks way older than me. And yeah, salute to Ricky Hatton, man. The hitman passed away in his sleep. Just out of nowhere. But yeah, back to Bud, man. Heard Virgil Ortiz came out and said that he'll be willing to fight Crawford at 160 and that he's a big 154. He was a big 47. He's a big 140. He'll fight Crawford at 160. Man, pay what you weigh. You know what I'm saying? Pay what you weigh, dog. Boots in this. Nah, you ain't getting no fight either. You know what I'm saying? You know how you ain't getting no fight, bro? You tried to help Canelo beat me, dog. You tried to help Canelo beat me, dog. You literally called Canelo up and asked, could you come to camp to help, for me to help? Like, come on, bro. You literally called Canelo, told him, hey, look, man, I help you beat Bud. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Come on, dog. Nah, you ain't getting no fight, dog. Nah, bro. Stay your ass at 54, bro. You ain't getting no fight. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button. Come on in. Virgil will get put to sleep. That's right, Karate. But come on, man. And I had a lot of casual fans talk to me about the fight. They didn't necessarily like. A lot of people thought the fight was just. It wasn't like for us. It was a great fight, right? Because we knew what was at stake. There's a lot of us invested. We passionate about this shit, right? But the casual fans, no, they didn't really like. They didn't necessarily like the fight, right? Like they said it was just too one-sided. They just said it was just easy. They said that Bud Crawford just made it look too easy, and that Canelo really it just didn't. He didn't do nothing, right? So that's that. You said Duck Virgil. You said they real quiet at YSM. Yeah, man. Yeah, they quiet, man. But I don't know, man. Y'all know me, man. I've been one of the few guys in the dojo still defending Boots. Y'all been kind of, looking at me like, man, what was she? I've been trying to give Boots the benefit of the doubt and all that, but that whole Canelo's calling. Now, if Canelo called him and he said, yeah, that's different. But he literally called himself in to go over there. Nah, bro. For me, that's nah, bro. That says a lot to me, bro. That says a lot to me. What's up, Jason Williams? Salute. Salute to everybody in the building. Hey, Terence Crawford, bro. I can't stress enough how fucking good this dude is, bro. Like, bro, outside of the Mir Khan low blow, which was totally accidental and Khan kind of lured himself in, this dude never even did an illegal blow in a fight, bro. No illegal tactics, no PED test, no, bro. This is I've got to be one of the most perfect boxing careers ever, bro. Ever. And then when we having an argument about him and Floyd, and I know Bud probably is not gonna like that, but this is what people are gonna be doing. Bro, this dude didn't even get no rematches, bro. No rematches, no split decisions. That means it wasn't even close. Come on, man. Come on, man. Who does that, bro? Who could go through boxing that long, almost 20 years or whatever, and not even get a split decision? You didn't have no off nights, nigga? Like, bro. Do you understand how, I think that says a lot more than anything, that this dude never even had a split decision. That means he always showed up and showed out to work. That means ever since he was a young man, he been showing up and showing out, coming to work, bro. Like, even the weather had a split decision, bro. You know what I'm saying? To where he had to rematch Marcos Maidana. I'm just saying, bro. Y'all smash that like button. You said 154, he didn't KO Israel. You can't knock them all out, I guess. Israel Mejamal is probably a lot better than we give him credit for. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he never even had a majority decision, bro. Come on, man. That's significant, bro. I can't stress enough how impressive that really is. That some of the best fighters in history had the best. I'm talking about in any sport. Had a close call or they had to run it back, bro. Bud Crawford didn't have to run nothing back. I'm talking about John Jones, even you know what I'm saying? Like, had a split decision. Even a great John Jones in MMA had a come on, man. Andre Ward, SOG had a you know what I'm saying? Some little controversy. And speaking of SOG, he had to set the record straight earlier today. Salute to SOG and the great Roy Jones Jr.
They tried to bury Terence Crawford. They tried to ruin his reputation and say that he wasn't a draw when the numbers were there for you to see. When he went to MSG against guys that didn't have big names or that were faded, like Amir Khan, or when he fought Kavyaskis, he did numbers. It was a smear campaign about his personality. He doesn't talk. Nobody wants to hear him. No, that you don't want to hear him. So you try to speak for the masses when the whole time you have a star right here. You got to learn how to talk to this man. Even as recent as his last fight, the fight before Canelo, the smear campaign continued. I don't hear the smear campaign now. Them voices got really, really quiet like they typically do when they get proven wrong. And they either try to jump on the wagon. I knew this kid was going to be that. Or they get very, very quiet and they start to retreat back to wherever they came from and they don't have a lot to say. So I'm happy for this brother for that reason, because they tried to bury him, Roy. It didn't work. He overcame that. He said, give me my shot. I'm going to show you. And he kept doing it time and time again. And he did it again against Canelo Alvarez Saturday night.
Come on, man. Salute to SOG and Andre Ward, man. I'm going to go ahead and go check out that full episode. We got to check that out with the Roy Jones and Andre SOG Ward. But, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They tried to bury dude. Look, if Turkey Al-Sheikh never came on the scene, this probably would have never happened. We would have never have known how great Terence Crawford could possibly be. We would never have known it. Because the politics of boxing will get in the way. The promoters will protect their fighters from this guy. This is what they was doing for years, right? Keeping their guys away from Terence Crawford. Stay away from this dude. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from him. He's a bad news. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says, the haters are right. Snack was the reason. It was stylistically natural. Oh, man. He said stylistically natural annihilation of Canelo. I'm going to use that, bro. That's a good one, bro. That is patented right there. He said, these cats can't say nothing anymore, bro. Get the fuck out. Bro, they can't say nothing. And they look crazy when they do say something now. That's the thing. They look crazy coming up with something. Benavidez, Spencer Canelo, the only guys he fought. This stuff looks almost borderline insane when they say it at this point. You know what I'm saying? This stuff looks insane. Like, these guys can't be, they got to be something, some kind of type of chemical imbalance in these dudes' brains or something, bro. There's just no way you could just come up with something. It just eat your crow, sit back like, man, this motherfucker bad. I can't say nothing now. I'll look crazy if I come out saying something else. You know what I'm saying? Nah, these guys don't got no type of like dignity or nothing like that. They just go still find something else. They're just losers. Just losers. You said Virgil calling out Bud right now. Oh yeah, Kingston, you was one of the dudes that was talking about Bud wasn't gonna win, wasn't you? Yeah, Well, at least you're here. You know what I'm saying? But we not moving old goalposts. King Crawford runs boxing now. That's his name now. King Crawford, Goat Crawford, Kumite Crawford. I mean, he got a whole bunch of nicknames now. He got a whole bunch of nicknames now. Look at this punch. Come on, man. Canelo didn't even know that was coming. If this fight had been a 15-rounder, Canelo probably would have got stopped. And if you paid attention, Crawford wasn't even breathing heavy. They talking about the weight and it was too much. I'm like, bro, watch. It ain't gonna be no factor at all. And it wasn't. Look at that loop-de-loop. We call that the loop-de-loop. Look at that. Come on, man. Hitting with loop-de-loops. Canelo didn't know what to do. Man, Virgil gets knocked out cold. He gets slept like Avaresian. Virgil gets slept. His style is tailor-made for Bud. Tailor-made. But see, now they really want to fight and all that because Crawford's the money man now. You know what I'm saying? He got the juice now. So now they willing to take that chance against the Grim Reaper, against Kumite Crawford. They willing to take that chance now. You said Canelo has been overrated since Williams. we not gonna call Canelo overrated. Canelo's a great. Canelo's an all-time great and the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. Now Canelo's ass all of a sudden. Nah, we not doing that. We are not gonna do that. We are absolutely not gonna do that. There's no way we go do that. Hey, he was getting stopped, bro. If it was 15 rounds, he would have got stopped eventually, bro. Because Crawford was really turning on late in the fight. He wobbled him a couple of times. I don't know one to say he had Canelo kind of. We haven't seen Canelo stumbling in a long time, y'all. We haven't seen Canelo stumble in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like Crawford had him stumbling. Come on, man. Terence Crawford, bro. You said Bud will destroy Boost and y'all will move to go. Yeah, they go. He could go out there and beat Benavidez. He can go beat Beevil. He can go beat Boost, Virgil. They'll still find something else. They'll have to. They'll call Goku then. They'll be like, man, you gotta fight Goku. You gotta go fight Superman, the Incredible Hulk, Broly, Thanos. You gotta fight all of those guys now. You surpassed the human realm. Now you gotta go to the animated world where you gotta fight Bugs Bunny and all these other motherfuckers. That's what they go do, bro. These people are insane. Yeah, Canelo was confused, frustrated, and embarrassed. No excuses. Yeah, man, Canelo was just confused. And it's not like Crawford was doing a lot of moving around. He wasn't. He was moving around like you normally would in a fight. It wasn't like William Skull. He was engaging. You know what I'm saying? Canelo just couldn't do nothing with him. Hey, the same people that's calling Canelo ass now was saying that he was going to KO Crawford and that Crawford don't stand a chance. These guys completely and totally moved the goalposts with no shame at all. No shame. Yeah, basic boxing moving, GK. Basic boxing moving. It was basic boxing. It was nothing flashy, nothing fancy. It was basic boxing, bro. And he made it look real easy. Real easy. But now they go be hammering down on Benavidez now, y'all. That's what they go do. Now Ben Crawford got to fight Benavidez. He got to go fight the 175 pounder and all that now. You know what I'm saying? And if he goes in there, hypothetically, I don't want this fight, but let's say hypothetically it happened and he goes in there and whoops this dude somehow, then what? You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, we ain't about to even entertain that. We are not doing that. We are not about to entertain that. That is not something we doing. Fuck that. Speaking of, Ilya Taporia didn't like some of the things that Crawford said about him, and he had to react. Of course, he's going to clout chase because there's nothing going on in the UFC right now. So they got a clout chase off boxing. And you see on the screen what he had to say. You know, he's talking big talk. You know what I'm saying? And Taporia can't fight. But, man, Crawford should oblige. Go ahead and do that crossover fight real quick. Make that super bag and beat dude up. Come out with his theme song again, too. And come out with a rose in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like the Matador. Come out with a rose, with the Matador outfit on, and kick his ass, bro. Hey, Taporia definitely thinks he's McGregor, bro. I say entertain that. Honestly. Salute the pork chop for the super chase. Says, bro, beat Canelo and they start calling for Bevo and Benavidez. It can never, bro, immediately call for Bevo and Benavidez. Immediately, bro. Just say, I want to see him lose. That's all you got to say, bro. Your life, you'll feel much better about yourself if you be honest with yourself. I just want to see Bud lose. Just say that. I want to see him fight Bevo. I want to see him fight Benavidez. I just want to see him lose. Just say that. These guys, bro, I tell you. They can't get enough, man. But he solidifies himself as pound for pound number one once again. And I say he's probably likely going to remain there until he retires. Canelo Alvarez was a significant win in the sport of boxing. And he's one of the hardest fighters to beat. Canelo is one of the hardest fighters to beat. Smash that like button for your boy, man. I say it's Crawford and Usyk, man, and then it's like everybody else, bro. Crawford and Usyk, then everybody else. No, I say it's Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, then everybody else. You got to put the pause in between because Usyk moving from cruiserweight to heavyweight and then fighting all those bigger guys, fighting Tyson Fury, the 50-pound advantage, extraordinary, incredible. You know what I'm saying? And of course, what Terence Bud Crawford recently done, incredible. So I say it's those two guys, then it's everybody else. Of course, Bud is number one, but then it's everybody else. You said that Inoue fight was a snooze fest? To be honest, I didn't even watch it yet, bro. Yeah, I didn't even watch it. You know, nobody talked about it. Nobody. I didn't see nothing. Horrible planning for them to schedule that type of fight after a Canelo Alvarez Crawford fight. That is who told them that was a good idea. I don't even know what happened. Oh, speaking of Shakur and Teofimo, I seen a little thing they had with the Ring magazine. They was by each other and stuff, and kind of talking about the fight. It was pretty entertaining. Um, my only hope for that fight is that they're not too cordial with each other because they seem to have a lot of respect for each other to the point where it may end up being a sparring match. And this is also something that they actually acknowledged on that panel, that it won't be a sparring match because they probably seen what people been saying. And honestly, I feel like I get those vibes as well. I hate that word, but that's what I'm getting from it. And I hope that's not the case because it's a great fight. Shakur moved up to 140 pounds to fight Teofimo Lopez. I think Shakur could fight at 140 pounds. I mean, why not? You about as big as a lot of those dudes. I ain't trying to hit nothing. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford doing all this shit with no kind of fear at all whatsoever, right? When I was looking at Shakur, I don't know if he has that same, I don't want to say the word recklessness. Um, I don't want to use the word courage because I don't want to make it seem like Shakur is some coward because he's not. But Crawford is a guy who will really take a chance and take a risk. And for Shakur, I mean, he's going to 140, but it's just something about when he was standing next to Tio and the way he was looking. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Hollow Ninja for another super chat. He says the Inoue card was great. It was just the timing. Horrible timing, bro. You couldn't have put that fight at a worse time. Like, why would you do that? Inoue should be fighting this weekend. Well, we ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a perfect time. So now the monster got to fight again because nobody saw it. Yeah, Keyshawn definitely would do it. Keyshawn came in. He said, "I'll fight him. I'll take him how he come." And that's what people missed from boxing. Terence Crawford is a breath of fresh air. I take them how they come. None of this coward shit, right? And I love Floyd Mayweather, but oh my God, if he didn't put Pampers on boxing, what he used to say all the time, my faculties, and making smart moves, and just like playing it. Like, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We get it. Boxing is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's a dangerous sport, but that's like one of those unspoken things. We know this, bro. Um, But he really moved like that though. You know what I'm saying? Crawford, total opposite, bro. Total opposite. It's like a breath of fresh air. You said Key will never be undisputed. He's scared of Shakur. Yeah, Keyshawn definitely is crazy enough, bro. He would. He just got to get focused. Keyshawn doing the right thing, staying out the spotlight for a minute. That wasn't a good look for Keyshawn. It wasn't. That wasn't a good look at all. We haven't seen too much of Keyshawn lately either. We just haven't seen much of him. That wasn't a good look from him. Key said he don't care about undisputed. Yeah, that's because his boy in the same weight class. That's why one of them got to move around. One of them got to move around. Shakur seems to be adamant on campaigning at a 135, but I think he can do more than that. I think Shakur can at least eventually be 147. Eventually, maybe not right now. Be at a 147. I think he can compete at 140. He's good enough, but 147 it may have to be coming like when he's in his 30s, somewhere in his 30s. But Shakur definitely he acting like he gonna be staying at 135 the rest of his career, but he's not. He's gonna outgrow that bullshit too. He's gonna outgrow that bullshit too, bro. And Shakur gonna end up being a 5 division world champion somewhere down the line. Crawford is the GOAT. Devin Haney. Devin Haney gangster, bro. You said Keyshawn started at 135. Yeah, it's only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they still young guys. They go hit like another growth spurt and shit like that. So we go see. Keyshawn may top out. You say 160? Ooh, that's how old is Keyshawn? 27, 28 or something? He might, bro. He might. He might. He might could fight at 154, 160. You said Devin should be more respected than he is. He will be eventually, bro. He just gotta go out there and win the right fights. Rematch Ryan again, beat up on Ryan. I think he should fight Ryan. Damn, he fighting Brian Norman next though. You know what I'm saying? Brian Norman is a man. That fight is dangerous. But if he gets past Brian, he needs to rematch Ryan. Salute to Hollow Ninja for another super chat. He says, Tank clown ass said the fight was like Pacquiao Mayweather 2.0. A lot of running. How about running it back with Lamont Roach? Tank make my head hurt. Yeah, man. He may have deleted that tweet because you know how Tank likes to delete tweets. But yeah, man, like Tank, he's not even mentioned in the same. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't even know. Mm-mm. And I used to like Tank, but I just can't take him serious. I'm not necessarily, I can't be too mad about the Jake Paul because it's a huge hell of a financial opportunity, but the timing of it was just bad. He could have, I don't know, if he was really a bad motherfucker, he'll get up in there, running back with Lamont, like everybody, wanted him to, get that win, and then see Jake. He got unfinished business, bro. See, if this was Crawford, he would have finished that business first. You know what I'm saying? But see, Crawford, he settles it right away, and there's no room for no room for doubt. See, Tank left a lot of doubt and ran off. You know what I'm saying? This is not even a comparison, bro. It's not even close. It's not even close, bro. Tank is, come on, man. Don't even that just his name. He just be pissing me off just thinking about it because he could do so much more, but he's just not. Oh yeah, Lamont going up 140 for Pitbull. That's what I'm saying, man. Certain fighters be gangster, bro. Like Lamont Roach, yeah, he go up to 140 fight Pitbull. That's gonna be a good fight too. I think that's gonna be a great fight. I think that's a really, really good matchup, and we're gonna learn a lot about Lamont. I think we're gonna learn a lot about Lamont. Tank is a super hater, bro. Speaking of AB, man, hold up. You say AB 2.0? Man, AB went out bad today, y'all.
Going high.
Say it again. I'm sorry. Let's take that over.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was looking at
You're
people.
good.
I'm sorry.
I'll do it again. 5.
Somebody, this nigga want to talk to me. And nigga, you a alky, nigga. I don't want to talk to you, nigga. I just needed you for entertainment for the show. Fucking junkie. Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, you're all good. 5, 4.
That's what Cam had to say about AB after he kicked him off the set. Now, I did the video earlier of what happened, and this is kind of what followed, after he left. Now, Cameron, a lot of people coming for Cameron because why you wait till you got him out of there before you start talking crazy like that? AB probably would have kicked your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what people were saying. Y'all know I rock with AB heavy, but I agree with Cam. AB just he's done, y'all. AB is over with. He was drunk on the show. How you expect take people to take you serious in this boxing shit, and you still coming on shows drunk, being disrespectful, being unruly, flirting with the old girl, Stat. I think her name is Stats, right? They call her Stats because she do all the stats. You flirting for an old girl and her boyfriend's in the same spot. Like, it's like just totally disrespectful, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Cameron, you could tell just didn't like that shit at all. And they say men don't protect women. Well, Cameron protected the old girl. So what are we talking about? But AB is way out of pocket, way out of line. Um, Man, it's sad, bro. It's just sad to see how far he's fallen from where he was, man. You know, and the way he's even looking like a junkie now. Like the way he's looking, like it's bad, bro. It's bad. It's real bad. It's bad, man. I don't want to like. y'all know I don't like kicking guys when they down. AB needs help. You could see it in his eyes. You could see it by the way he was talking, just by the way he's looking. You know, he's not even respected, bro. This is a guy who was a world champion, 4 division, 5 division, you know, and he's getting talked to like he's just some just man, bro. His family was talking to him crazy. He washed up. Like it is sad, bro. How far he's fallen from grace to the point where he's not even respected. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, AB won't chill, dog. He did do that with Alicia Bumgarner, didn't he? And he went in nasty on her, bro. Hey, you ain't lying. That show, I think it was. It might have been sometime last night, bro. Honestly, but if it is in the morning and he's drunk already, yeah. And I ain't never seen Cameron like kind of like that mad, except for when he was going off on Dane. Cameron was really agitated to the point where he paid him to get him off the set. Like, hey man, take your money. I'm paying you for your time. Come on, man. You violated. You got to go. You said AB should just be a streamer. That might work. Honestly, that could work because Rampage Jackson got a second win, and he's doing really well just from streaming. I think AB could do the same, but AB he got to learn how to not to cross the line. You know what I'm saying? AB tends to cross the line quite a bit, bro. He don't know how not to cross it to the point where it's cringy. Like, come on, man, stop doing cringy shit. Stop saying cringy shit, bro. Yeah, habitual line stepper. Facts, bro. A habitual line stepper. He constantly stepping over the line, bro. And it's just y'all know I fucks with AB heavy, but I come on, man. I gotta hold him accountable, bro. That wasn't a good look, bro. Not to mention it's disrespectful because old girl's dude was there and you made everybody just uncomfortable. Just everybody was uncomfortable, dog. You say AB might get too wild. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. He don't know when not to cross the line. AB, he just don't know. And you would think by at 35 years old, he would know by now what lines to cross and what lines he can't cross. And man, he don't know, dog. Hey, AB looked at very crazy, bro. He looked at crazy, bro. I don't know what else to say about him, man. He supposed to got a fight coming up, but he's drunk and shit, bro. It's over. It's over. It's over. He ain't about to. It's over. It's over, bro. If he fights, he's gonna lose. If he fights, he's gonna lose. He's far gone from that guy that was a world champion. He's way gone. He's an alcoholic now, bro. You heard him? If you heard him talking, he couldn't even talk. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said Status Cam's day one homie's daughter. Oh, that's why he got so. That's like his niece, basically. Yeah, Cam wasn't having that, bro. He was. No wonder he got so pissed. That's like his niece, basically. Damn. Tutu Hollow Ninja for another super chat. He said, I see Bud Crawford 160 run being extraordinary. Yeah, man. I think he could do a run at 160. You know, see who got the belts there real quick. See what we can get done. I think Crawford's only looking for things that's interesting, like the belts, stuff like that. Undisputed again, maybe, right? For a time, undisputed champion, maybe, right? Stuff like that. I don't think he's looking to take any fight that's not even worth it at this point. I think an undisputed fight at 160 is worth it, but ain't nobody with a big name at 160 really. Like, ain't nobody with a name. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna say, well, Crawford ain't fighting nobody. Hey, you ain't lying, Vegas Dev. Where is his boys? The people that's in his life that's gonna keep him in line, bro. Keep him in check. That's not, he don't have that. Obviously, he don't have that. He clearly has nothing but yes man in his life. Nobody does not go sit there and tell him that somebody that he respects and actually listens to. He don't have that. So he's just running wild out here. Clearly, his father isn't that person, or his twin brother isn't that person. Um, Floyd Mayweather possibly could have been that person, but Floyd don't want to fuck with him. He too ghetto. Ain't that what Floyd said? He said he too ghetto. He be like a street dude, man, and Floyd ain't no street dude. So you see Tank don't even fuck with him no more. It's sad, man. It's sad. No more band camp, no more Robert Easter Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like AB was, remember with AB, y'all? AB was on top of the world, bro. Y'all smash that like button. That's right. AB was on top of the world at one point, bro. Damn. Yeah, that Cameron video showed let us know where he's really at. He ain't coming back to boxing for real, y'all. He's just trying to get a quick bag, man. Hey, everybody wanted to be around AB. Now nobody wants to be around AB. See how quickly things can turn around for you, bro? AB had all these people in his life that probably really didn't care about him like that. But AB likes to, they say AB is a real nice guy. He holds his heart on his sleeve. See where that has gotten him, though. And there's nobody in his life that really cared about him for real, to keep his crazy little ass in line. Like, you need a guy like Andre Ward in your corner. A guy who's going to tell you that's not such a good idea, bro. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need somebody like that. AB done got that. You know what I'm saying? He's just running wild out here, bro. And it's sad, bro, because he was at the top of the world at one point. Salute to LT Energy for the super chat. He said, should TBE come out of retirement and beat AB up and get him paid? You know what, bro? I would say yeah, but nah, man, because AB ain't gonna do nothing but blow all that money, dog. He go trick off on it, buying hookers and booze, bro. He ain't gonna do nothing with that money, dog. He ain't gonna do nothing with that money but blow it, dog. On gambling, hookers, and booze. That's what he go do. Like, instead of preparing for a fight, he needs to be trying to prepare to go to rehab. That's what he needs to do. And I say that out of love. I'm not here bashing AB or none of that. It's sad, bro. I used to be a big fan of AB. That was like one of my main guys back in the day. But it's sad that he just fallen so far from grace, so far. And he's still a relatively young guy, man. He's not even, you know what I'm saying, that old. He's 35, that may be old to some, but not old to me. Sad, bro. To where he's getting disrespected by normals. You know what I'm saying? Normals is disrespecting this dude. This dude was a world-class fighter, an ass kicker. You know what I'm saying? A professional ass kicker and one of the best in his day. And now he's reduced to a laughing stock. That has got to hurt. You say he should have took the Rock Nation deal? He probably should have, bro. Hey, he said, don't it sound, what's that, Easy to Great? Everybody glazing bud now. I don't even like to use that word. I don't even want to use that word, man. They glazing now, but we ain't, because we've been telling everybody. Because we knew already. We already knew what was gonna happen. We already knew Bud Crawford was that guy. It's all about getting the opportunity, man. Now, don't be like Boots and get these opportunities, and they come and then people start calling, and you start moving the other way. Don't do that now. Yeah, AB was a 4 division champ, bro. Made a lot of money too. A lot of fighters don't make them big paydays like that, bro. Contrary to what we think. You know what I'm saying? And AB was one of the few guys that made the big paydays, and what does he got to show for it now, man? He looks so regular. He be in these hood ass bars, these hole in the wall bars and shit. That shit is terrible, bro. He had you gotta have the right people in your life too, the right people in your corner. I don't know if AB, maybe Mike, his coach passing away, maybe that was the only guy, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's sad though. You said he looked like a Jake Paul opponent, ain't it, bro? AB looking like he's coming up for Jake Paul, man. Hey, you said these new blood fans, yeah, they can kick rocks, bro. We ain't fighting no Benavidez. We ain't doing no Beaver. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that, bro. We ain't doing none of that. Crawford's done at 168. He's not even really supposed to be there for real, for real. They just want to see him lose. Not to say he will if he did, but nah, man, we ain't doing none of that, bro. We ain't about to put him our way out of his zone just so y'all could feel better about y'all loser selves. Hell nah, bro. We ain't doing it. He ain't going up to 175. Bud can pick whoever he wants now. He got the juice now. And he earned it he earned it the hard way. Kind of like how Floyd Mayweather did. You know what I'm saying? Canelo didn't necessarily kind of earn it per se. Honestly, Floyd Mayweather just gave him an opportunity, right? But Crawford, man, he went through some bullshit to get to this position, bro. So nah, he gets to pick and choose what he want to do. And we know he ain't about to just pick no slouch if he do decide to continue boxing. It's gonna be something meaningful. Yeah, Vegas there. All they gotta do is say we just want to see him lose. Hey, you ain't lying, bro. The people that asked for Bud to fight Benavidez is the same people that was coming up with excuses why Canelo don't gotta fight him. Man, these guys, bro. But yeah, man, Sean from Fight Hype. Well, I don't know if he still work with Fight Hype. Fight Hype, I don't know what Fight Hype be doing. These guys work for Fight Hype, then they don't work with Fight Hype no more. But Sean said something very, very telling. Check out what Sean Zattel had to say.
One thing I want to point out about Terence Crawford. There's these archetypes in boxing. The great Mexican fighter. Right now, the Eastern European fighter has exploded in the last 10 to 15 years. And their school of boxing and the culture that comes along with it, their mentality, their approach and temperament to the sport. We know the Mexican temperament and approach and a lot of the style to the sport, and so on and so forth, all these different cultures. This was yet another reminder that when it comes to boxing, that little black kid from the ghetto is quite a formidable force till this day at this highest level. And that archetype still remains king, still has produced the greatest amount of fighters in the world. And I am proud to acknowledge that as a fellow American. May not be a black American, but I'm American. These people are my countrymen. And the United States has the most world champions in the history of boxing. Mexico's at number 2. So you saw the top 2 historic cultures, at it in the ring. And they're going to do it again and again and again. This ain't, this is a great rivalry. I want to acknowledge that because, I don't know, some people, for some reason, I don't know, I get uncomfortable about it. They don't acknowledge it. We're quicker to acknowledge the Japanese honor and culture, the Mexican warrior, the stoicism and skill of the Eastern European. Tip of the hat to the black American fighter, which has, in fact, produced the greatest fighters of all time. If you made a Mount Rushmore, they might all be black American. If it's Ali, Robinson, Henry Armstrong, Joe Louis, Floyd Mayweather, Terence Crawford, Roy Jones. Salute.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What are we talking about, bro? Come on, man. When it comes to boxing, the art of pugilism, the art of fisticuffs, the best comes from the U.S. That's facts, bro. We ain't slighting nobody else. They all greats too. But the absolute best comes from here, bro. And this is what I said in my last live stream. When we talked about some of the greatest fighters of all time in boxing, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know what I'm saying? Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. I can just keep going on and on and on, bro. What's up, Jessica? I see you in the building. They come from America. They black American fighters, bro. And like he said, they don't get enough. What Sean say? Enough. What's the word he used? Right? Like the Mexican gets praised for their machismo and all that, and their fighting spirit and all that. But the black Americans, we don't. We don't. Man, we the best, bro. Period. We the best. They get to praise their guys. Well, we get to praise our guys too. And y'all know I've never been ashamed about that. Hey, Ali, Robinson, Floyd, and Bud. My Mount Rushmore. Great list. Great list, easy. Great list. I mean, that's damn near my list. Robinson, Ali, Floyd, and Bud. Hey, yeah, black fighters do. I always said that for years. Black fighters standard, their standard is really, really high. They got to do a lot. They can't get hit. They can't get hit with a jab. They can't lose a fight. None of that, bro. That's the standard's high. Yep, John Jones dominated. Oh yeah, Turkey said that. Turkey said that too, man. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Bud Crawford reclaims his #1 pound for pound status in the sport of boxing. I mean, the dude been on the pound for pound list since when? Like what? I don't know, bro. He been on that pound for pound list for like at least a decade, bro. He been on the pound for pound list for at least a decade, bro. Come on, man. Terence Crawford, bro. What an honor to be alive to witness something like this, man. Something like this, bro. I'm talking about no close calls, no illegal blows. Right? We don't count that Mir Khan. Mir Khan did that to himself. Um, no PED testing, no none of that shit, bro. It's the cleanest career ever, bro. The cleanest career ever. Not even Muhammad Ali had a squeaky, bro. Come on, not even Roy Jones, the great. Like, come on, man. Where did this dude come from, bro? To be just winning every fight unanimously or knocking people out. Not even a great Lennox Lewis. Like, come on, man. Even the great Alexander Usyk had a little bit of turbulence. Greatest of career he's had. He had a little bit of turbulence. This dude, Terence, had no turbulence, bro. Come on, man. He making it look too easy out here to the point where casual fans didn't even like the fight because they expect to see Rock'em Sock'em. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This shit is wild. You got everybody. A lot of people saying Bud is the GOAT, like the GOAT, and I'm not gonna argue it. You know what I'm saying? What is there to argue? When we look at the fact that this dude don't even got a majority decision, bro, that means every judge that watched his fight said this dude clearly won. Every judge, bro. Not even Floyd got that benefit of the doubt. Come on, man. Yeah, they was expecting Rocky versus Creed, bro. Casual fans, bro. That's why I'm glad I watched it by myself. Hey, and nobody want a rematch, Soprano. Nobody wants the rematch. Canelo was like, nah, I don't know. Like, he didn't really want the rematch. Canelo can get a rematch. He was the champion, undisputed champion. He's the greatest Mexican fighter. He can get a rematch easy. He's Canelo. Nah, he didn't say that. He don't want to do that again. Nobody wants to get up in there with Bud like that. Errol Spence let that rematch lapse, bro. Errol Spence like, nah, I don't want to do that again. Because he might beat me even worse this time. And Errol Spence shouldn't feel as bad because Canelo lost too, bro. So get your ass back to boxing, Errol. You know what I'm saying? Get back, big fish. I see you in shape. It's time to come back now, man. That loss against Crawford, man, look, he was beating everybody, bro. So come on in, come back and do your thing. Hey, round 13 gonna be bad. Yes, it will. Crawford might stop him next time. Yeah, I did a post. What do Crawford stack up earlier on an all-time great list? Actually, do I still got this list right here? Man, he's in the top. A lot of people say he's top 5. I stretched to the top 10 just so people won't start acting crazy. A lot of people came on that post and said he's top 5, top 3, top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Bud is the man right now, bro. He's the man. Damn, I don't got that list no more. Yeah, Bud's the man right now, bro. You said Crawford fight Lara? That would be interesting. Those two are my favorite fighters, man. Lars, one of my favorite fighters. Still around. Hey, that Spence fight was very frightening. He hasn't fought since. You said Knockout Boxing Channel. I never heard of him. I mean, we can't just keep moving the goalposts to say, well, if he go here and do this, then he's goated. And he's goated right now, bro. He's already a Hall of Famer. Fighter of the Year award numerous times. I mean, come on, man. Do I gotta go over his accolades, bro? He's got probably more accomplishments than most fighters. Salute to Karate Body for the super chat. He says Canelo was more willing to rematch Beaver. Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. He was more willing to rematch Beaver than he was Bud, bro. Come on, man. And Beaver was saying, nah, you ain't getting no rematch. I'm getting out of here with that win. Crawford is not even getting that shot again, bro. Canelo don't even want to get that shot again, bro. Yeah, we've been telling people for years, man. This dude he's different, bro. He's just different, dog. I don't even know, man. Put him in there with Floyd, what happens, bro? I don't know. I don't know what happens. I'll tell you one thing, Crawford is a horrible matchup for Floyd Mayweather. Actually, he's a bad matchup for most. He's a bad matchup for most fighters. I say about 90% of boxers, he's a bad matchup for him. He's just a bad matchup for most people. That's what I think. Yep, Bud definitely demoralized him, Karate Body. He demoralized him. He's a career killer. Yeah, that's why they stay away from him in the rematch, because he go end your career if you fight him again. Hey, you better have a jab and some discipline, ain't it, bro? A really good jab, some good feet. You better have something. Just like I think a good jab and some good feet. And even then, you gotta still be sure to make. This is just too much. He's just a nightmare, bro. Because he makes adjustments and shit. He don't like. He's constantly making adjustments and shit. He'll eventually adapt to what you're doing. Like even in the Canelo fight, he fought differently in this fight than he fought in any other fight, bro. He don't fight the same way. It's almost unfortunate that he's what? How old is Bud? He about to be 38. It's almost unfortunate that he's at the end of his career and we ain't got too much more of this guy because he just be doing just like man. They say they can make a movie out of his career too. This is a lot of people were saying like man, his whole career that could literally make a movie, literally make a movie to where the movie actually has a good ending as well. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that within the next 10 to 15 years. The Terence Crawford movie. Hey, ain't it? Now people can appreciate me, Jamal. Yeah. People was hating on me, Jamal. Just like they was hating on me, Machine. He said he's kind of like the real life Cinderella man. Yeah. Yeah, man. He defied the odds. He beat the politics, you know. I mean, shit, man. Hell of a guy, bro. That's the highest praise I can give him. He's a hell of a fucking guy. No, I didn't see how Jamal explained it to Mark Wahlberg, who actually knows a little bit about boxing, by the way, Mark Wahlberg. Um, Jamal is underrated, bro. And I think honestly, I think he fought Virgil because he just kind of wanted to stay. You know, I don't think he was even ready for Virgil because he was still coming off that injury. I don't even think that was 100% Jamal, but you know, we don't really look for those type of excuses. Salute to Hollow Ninja for another super chat. He says 140 Crawford versus 140 Pacquiao, one of the greatest fights you can ever make. Could have happened, but Pacquiao, my favorite, chose to go his own way, man. Yeah, Pacquiao, come on, man. Pacquiao's smart. You know, he knew that Crawford was a bad fight. You know what I'm saying? He wanted $40 million to fight Crawford back then. $40 million. $40 million to fight him, bro. Pacquiao, these dudes know what's up, bro. That's why they didn't want. That's why he didn't want no. They didn't want to deal with him. He's too much to deal with. Now we see why. Right now we see why these dudes was trying to avoid him and blocking him out and put him on the wrong side of the street. Now we see why. And salute to Turkey, because if Turkey never came on the scene, it would have ended after Spence, bro. It would have been over after Spence. But now Turkey's around, and now he could pay these guys to get in the ring with this dude if the fight is applicable. Salute to, I've seen it in Lion Code Keeper for the super chat. He says, Sensei, you've been echoing that Bud is special. You got an eye for talent, paying my dojo dues. Oh, yeah, where Martinez at? Been looking for. Yeah, bro. And I think I do got an eye for talent, bro. I really do. I think that's probably one of my hidden talents or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I do recognize that about myself, that I am really good at analyzing talent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should be like a scout or some shit. But I haven't seen Mike Martinez at all, bro. I haven't seen him. A lot of the Mexican Canelo fans, they gone, dog. They gone. They gone like the Pacquiao fans was gone. You know what I'm saying? They just gone. I don't know where they at. You know, I'm not gonna be like, we already had our victory lap. We not shitting on Canelo. You know, the better man won. They can't just say, yeah, you was right. Crawford's that guy. What an honor to be a, you know, all that. Nah, they just I don't know, bro. They just sore losers, bro. They probably listening, ninja watching right now. You know, they probably ninja watching, but they scared to come into the dojo, man. They watch it from the outside. Hey, Danny didn't want no smoke with Bud either. It's the attitude, man. I think it's the attitude. I think it's the attitude. Crawford has an attitude, not a bad one, but he has the attitude about him. One of my guys called him Monroe Hutchin, you know, from Undisputed, the first movie. Bud do remind me of Sweetwater, Wesley Snipes' character. He definitely reminds me of that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's got the same attitude and everything. Just a bad motherfucker, man. You said 2015 at 47. Who win, Mayweather or Crawford? The question is, bro, and I love Floyd, so I always got to put that disclaimer out there. Would Floyd had to even fought Crawford, bro? That's the question. Would Floyd even had fought Crawford, dog? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Danny, Mikey, Thurman, none of them want to fight Bud back then. If Bud had got those names back then, his career probably would have sped up a little bit quicker. But I also say things happen for a reason. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe this is what it was meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Eagles fan 88 for the super chat. He says, "Are you going to cover Sean's questions to Dana White?" I understand that may not have been the time and place for that question, but he was right. See, you know what? I didn't even know when I heard it. I didn't even know it was Sean, and I kind of forgot what he said. I think he said something about the Muhammad Ali act or something like that. Um, it was. I forgot, bro. But I think with Dana getting into boxing, and I think Bob said something about this too, that they want that to remain intact, the Ali Act. And I think with Dana White getting into boxing, it's going to get eliminated. And they're going to start paying fighters almost similar to what UFC fighters getting paid and shit, bro. Unless it's a Riyadh season fight. They was pushing Callum Walsh like we heard of him. I never in my life heard of that guy, ever. Never heard of him. And I thought, and I listened to Paulie Malignaggi's post-fight reaction. I agreed with it. He said that was a horrible setup for the card. Like, why was Brandon Adams, Sergey Boychuk, which was a really good fight, by the way. Brandon Adams is a stud. Why wasn't that fight on the main card? Why was Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas Jr., which is no slight to those young guys, but why was that fight the co-main event? The co-main should have been the title eliminator with Kristen Mbili and Lester Martinez, and the fight before that should have been Sergey Boychuk and Brandon Adams. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should have been. But then they put all these like this Middle East guy. What Paulie said? Paulie was funny as hell. He said, "Man, this dude can't spell fight." Like he said, I can't believe they had him fight at a 10 rounder. Like this kid can't even spell fight. Like Paulie was talking shit. That shit was kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? But he was right. That's my only beef with that whole card was that like y'all got the matchups in the wrong order. Like what the fuck? Why is Steven Nelson on a dark card? Steven Nelson, if anything, his fight should have been the first fight on the main card. It was a 4-card main event. Steven Nelson should have been number 1. Boachuk, Brandon Adams should have been number 2. Great fight. Lester Martinez, Christian Belidi, number 3. And of course, the main event, Canelo Crawford, number 4. That's a no fucking brainer. I could have put that together. You know what I'm saying? But, Turkey wants to show favoritism to the Saudi fighter, and Dana White wanted to push Callum Walsh like we've heard. I never in my boxing life heard of that guy. I'd never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. But they don't need to do that again. You know what I'm saying? We go do these cards, we go do them the right way. The younger guys who's up, y'all fight early. The guys who's close to world title shots and the more established, they fight on the main card, bro. And I do believe, I want to say this too, I think Brandon Adams should get more opportunities. I really like the way he was fighting. I like the way he handled that fight. And I think he's one of those sleeper fighters at 154 there. A lot of people will avoid like he's been avoided for the longest time. But other than that, man, it was still a really good event though. The fights were good. I just didn't care for the order of them. I think Steven Nelson should have been on the main card, and so did Sergey and Brandon. You said Bud's IG page grew. It should have grew by some millions. You said Walsh looked good, and he was solid. I just didn't like the order. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like the order. I didn't think that a Callum Walsh and a Fernando Vargas Jr. I don't want to say they deserve. I don't want to use that word, but the Martinez fight should have been the co-main event. Yeah, 41 million people saw the fight, man. 41 million people. 41 million. You said that Walsh Vargas fight was trash. It was all right. It just, I don't know why they decided to put that as the co-main. That should have been like the first fight. Hey, yeah, Floyd did kind of pick and choose too, man. He did. And Floyd said a lot of things that a lot of fans didn't like. He said a lot of stuff that fans just wasn't trying to hear. You know? Crawford's like the total opposite of Floyd Mayweather, literally like the total opposite. You said Martinez Mabili was Rock'em Sock'em? Yes, but that goes to what I was saying, Easy. Those fights turn out like that when there's not much separation between two guys. Neither guy's a back foot fighter fighting off the back foot to start boxing. Now, if let's say Martinez was a fighter that can kind of switch it up and he could thug it out and he could box, he can get on the back foot, start popping his jab out, he probably would have had more success and he may have separated himself from Bleely, but it was more of a rock'em sock'em robot affair. Why? Because there wasn't much separation between the two guys. And we saw with the outcome of the fight, that was the case. That was a good fight, though. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I thought it was a good fight, though. You know what I'm saying? I thought the Brandon Adams fight was a good fight. I liked the performance from Brandon. And I thought the Mabili fight was a good fight. What's up, Harvey Price? I see you in the building. I gotta give you a wrench too, Harvey. I'm gonna make sure you got a wrench. You said when you first saw Crawford, this guy. No, you know Floyd wasn't gonna get Bud no shot. He was supposed to get Keith Thurman his shot. Keith Thurman was supposed to get a shot, and I believe Edislandi Lara was supposed to damn near get a shot too at one point. But Floyd Mayweather was never gonna acknowledge those dudes. I'm just being honest. You said Mabili was too strong to keep him at a distance? Probably. Mabili is a fucking machine, bro. He was a machine. Oh yeah, we gonna be talking about Norman versus Dev. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. But I think this big win from Crawford probably inspired a lot of the fighters, especially the younger guys. It probably really inspired boxing in general. I think a lot of fighters we're gonna completely eliminate the Mayweather post Mayweather era, which was disgusting, and now we into this Crawford era. It's a totally different era. You know what I'm saying? Because the post Mayweather era was dudes protecting their old and really talking like cowards, and they thought it was cool because our Floyd was doing it. Nah, man. Now we in the Crawford era, whole different time. Salute to LT Energy for another super chat. He says Sugar Ray Leonard is my all-time great, but Bud got me questioning that matchup now. Man, I think Sugar Ray he's one of my all-time greats too. Sugar Ray Leonard. Matching him up in Floyd, Bud. I guess that's something else we gonna have to talk about. I think Crawford can compete in any era, but Sugar Ray Leonard was a hell of a guy too, bro. He was a hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. Could do it all. Um, he was mean too. He was pretty mean too. For him to be like a pretty boy, golden boy, like a guy who was really good with the camera and people liked him. He was a mean dude in that ring. I don't know though. I don't know. That's a good fight. You said Hagler would have loved Bud. Absolutely. They cut from the same. Like Bud is like a Hagler. He has that same attitude like Hagler. He got the same attitude. Not don't talk much. Not really. Just a fighter, bro. Just a fighter. Hey, he gotta go fight Bugs Bunny, man. You said you always felt Leonard beat TBE. Man, we gonna talk about that on next live. I'm gonna think of something to replace the Canelo Crawford debate for Sundays. I'm gonna think of something else, and we gonna start doing more everyday live streams. I mean, not every day, but every Sunday we gonna do a live stream. I gotta think of something though. Think of something else. Of course, we're gonna do our random lives, but every Sunday we still gonna have our lives. But I do want to get these discussions going. Um, with the Sugar Ray Leonard versus this, or Crawford versus that, and I want to get these discussions going. Oh yeah, I love TBE too. Now, don't get it twisted. I love Floyd Mayweather. Pause. Right? Like TBE, he's that guy. Big fan. But Crawford, bro, man, he set the bar pretty high, bro. And even though TBE went 50-0, made a lot of money, I think Crawford's career is comparable. It's comparable. I think Canelo got 2 more fights left. I think he's going to honor the 2 fights as well. At this point, Canelo can fight whoever he wants now. Um, he can go out. He could choose to go out the way he wants to go out. You know what I'm saying? Canelo has a historical career. He got some of the greatest names in boxing history on his resume. You probably will never see another resume like Canelo Alvarez's. So Canelo Alvarez can go out how he chooses at this point. If he wants to fight Benavidez, I'm all in for it. I wouldn't recommend it. And if he don't fight Benavidez, I still, respect him and everything else. It won't change my opinion of him. Yeah, Floyd left a lot to be desired as far as personality, for sure. It's almost like he's been rich too long. You know how them rich folks, you could tell they just been rich too long. And they just different and weird as hell. You said David Benavidez. Yeah, I like David Benny, man. But his run at 168 and all that, fighting those guys is over. I want to see him conquer 75 and beyond now. Because that's where he really belongs anyway. But David Benavidez is a fighter's fighter. Likable guy. Very fan-friendly style. And I like his attitude. So I'm a fan of David Benavidez. So let's not get it twisted by me being dismissive of him in the Crawford fight. I just don't think that's a fight that Crawford should take. You know what I'm saying? And guys are being assholes and wanting Bud Crawford to actually take such a fight when he's still on his damn victory lap for beating the mighty Canelo Alvarez. Like, are we serious, bro? But yeah, smash that like button for your boy, you guys. Terence Crawford, man, solidified himself as the pound for pound #1 in boxing once again. we go wait and see what's next for Bud. You know, we go wait and see what's next. But amongst that, we go start getting back into regular boxing. A lot of these other fights coming up. Shakur and Teofimo got to get their fight done. We got Norman and Devin Haney coming up. We got some boxing coming up, man. Boxing, I think, is going to be a good place. I think we are in the Crawford era. We're no longer in the post Mayweather era. And I think the boxing from here on out is going to be a lot different from what it was from the past 6, 7 years, 5 years, or however long it's been. But salute to everybody in the building. Thank you guys for stopping in. Man, Adrien Broner, man, it's not looking good for AB. He needs to, instead of trying to focus on getting back in the ring, he needs to get in rehab and get his life together. I'm still rooting for AB, not for him to win no fights, nothing like that, but rooting for him in life. Because at one point he was at the top, and it's just so sad to see how far he's fallen to where normal people is disrespecting this dude. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Much love to all you guys. Thank you guys for stopping in, man. You guys hold your boy down in this dojo. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Love you, Mom. Peace out.